Hi everybody, thank you for watching. I want to make an apology because I had made a mistake in my previous video. I had said that that Apple was a part of the Dow Jones when in fact Apple is a NASDAQ company. So I want to issue an apology for that minor error. So I took the video down. I'm going to make a brand new one that's going to be a little bit more accurate than the last one. I promise you that. Anyways, this is Bloomberg Technology. This is about Apple. Sales drop as iPhone woes deepen. At least that's what they're forecasting. And Drudge had it up in big red letters. That was the first time in 13 years. So it's a pretty big deal. Apple's smartphone woes are deepening. The company posted its first quarterly revenue drop in more than a decade and forecasts another decline in the current period, dragged down by waning demand for the iPhone as fewer users raced to snap up the latest version of the device. Shares fell as much as 8.3% in extended trading. So, okay, what's going on here? I mean, this is pretty interesting. If you look at the first major stock market crash that occurred back in August, I shouldn't say it's the first major crash, but first major crash in a couple of years, let's just say that. Apple was leading the way in that crash. It got so bad to the point where Tim Cook wrote a letter to Jim Cramer and just to get Jim Cramer to pump the stock up again on CNBC. That's how bad it got for Apple late last year. And of course, Apple really hasn't done much of anything to build the company up. I mean, the iPhone, newer iPhone, which is actually really the older iPhone, is basically the same thing as the iPhone 5S or one of the iPhone 5s. They released another version of that and said it was a brand new phone when in reality it really wasn't. So I don't know what this company is really doing. They're not really being innovative at all. But this really doesn't bode well for stocks. There's many people out there forecasting that we're expecting to get a wave 3 down in the Dow Jones and the other indices as well. And of course, as many of you know, if you follow Elliott wave theory, that the wave 3 downward or the wave 3 upward is the most powerful wave. And we are right at the precipice of that wave right now. So will Apple be the canary in the coal mine, so to speak, that will send NASDAQ down to the basement? Send it down, 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 down. It's going to get pretty ugly very quickly as this situation progresses in the markets. Not to mention, just as a reminder, just about 2 weeks ago, Janet Yellen had met with Obama and Joe Biden to discuss, a possible martial law scenario, according to Larry Nichols on Infowars.com, as well as an economic collapse. Of course, the martial law would be a response to that. Other things that are going on was there was rumors out in the streets that the dollar was on its way down and crashing, and they had to intervene in an emergency intervention to prevent the dollar from crashing any further. And by doing that, they ended up having to crash the metals down, and then, of course, reallocating money from the metals to the U.S. dollars to prop that up. So, of course, it just turns into a huge game of musical chairs. So, of course, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I appreciate everybody listening. Again, I apologize for the video earlier. I hope you enjoy this one, and please stay tuned for more content. Take care. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.